Balancing Souls is a yoga for special needs children, and basically my vision was to start it because my oldest son has autism, and also because I teach yoga, and I can see the benefits of the yoga and the relaxation for him with his autism, and a lot of the breathing exercises are really good for him. So I thought it would be a really good thing to do for autistic kids. So that was my goal at first, and bringing this to a special population that really doesn't necessarily have a lot of activities to be enrolled in. That was the other whole thing, because being a mother of an autistic child, I can't just put him in a normal program without it maybe not working so well. So that was the other reason I wanted to do it, and to offer special population kids a place to come and do an activity, have something extracurricular. So there was that, and then basically I started doing it. When did we start? March, and I've run 2 programs now for 6 weeks, and it's just been fabulous. The kids love it. They love coming. There's no judgment, so it doesn't always look perfect, and things don't always go right, but they're allowed to be themselves, and it's a safe environment, and it really ends up being a very positive thing. During Wellness on the Grand, I will be demonstrating a yoga class that I do presently for special needs children. So it's a little bit of a restorative style yoga class. I do a lot of deep pressure adjustments because that's very good for autistic kids to have the deep pressure on them. So I do a lot more adjustments than I would do in a typical yoga class. So I always wanted to become a yoga teacher. And so I was kind of in the process of doing that while my son was being diagnosed. And so practicing a lot of yoga and then taking that into my daily life with my kids, I saw the positive effects that it had on him. For example, I would do meditation with him at night, a form of meditation before bed just to calm him down, using essential oils and that sort of thing, just kind of things that go hand in hand with yoga. Breathing exercises to calm the central nervous system, because a lot of people with autism have a really hard time with self-regulation. So, these techniques that you can teach through yoga are really, really good for self-regulation for anybody. Yeah, I think it's definitely helped me cope with the situation better. It's given me an outlet to release any sort of anger or frustrations, because it's very frustrating parenting a child with autism, more so than neurotypical kids. I have 3 children, 2 of which are neurotypical, and they're very frustrating too. But it's a different ballgame. So these techniques help me, I feel like, just cope. I don't know what I would do without my yoga practice, and I don't know how I would cope through my daily life without having that release that's just me. Because you hear a lot of people say when you're doing yoga, it's just you and your mat. It's, so that's my time away from everything. So I think it's been a really, really good thing for me. Oh my God, the kids. It's absolutely incredible. Like, if you ask anyone, I never pictured myself working with children. It never was a goal of mine. I wanted my own kids, but I did not think I was going to be working with children. But I honestly, they bring me so much happiness, and they're so happy and joyful that they're doing something and seeing that they can do something, and they're so proud and loving and caring, and it's just, honestly, it makes me cry so much. I just love them. Yeah. I think that it's not reserved to autistic kids. I do teach one child with ADHD right now. There's actually talk. I went to a trade show for children with epilepsy, and this is also very beneficial for them too. Any kind of neuro special needs. So there's a huge population. I think I just want to create some awareness for people that everyone is able if they're given a chance. And I think that that's really what my goal is to show you that we're all able, because I have children that don't even speak in my class. They speak through an iPad, but they're able to do it in their own capacity, right? You know, so, and some of them just show up and that's enough for them, and I think that's fantastic. When I'm teaching the special needs yoga, right now with my autistic class, autism has a very high range. So there's, you know, it's a broad spectrum. So there's very low functioning autism and high functioning autism, and I actually currently am teaching a wide range. So I have 2 children in my class right now that do not speak. They're called nonverbal autistic, and their parents are in the class with them, and they speak through computers. And so that's the other thing about my class that I didn't actually mention is with the autistic kids, I actually use a drum, and I really encourage speaking, because that's something that's very hard for them, is socialization and actually communication. So we do a lot of visualization. I didn't mention that. So like I do, you know, visualization where we do a butterfly, and our butterflies are flying here. What color is our butterfly? And they all get to tap the drum, and they love it. And then they get to say it. But there are two kids. It's based on their needs, whether their parents need to be in the room or not with them. But the other kids are on their own, or they'll run out or come back in. Depends on how they're feeling, right? But yeah.